If you want to get a 5% discount off of all your orders at SpeedCubeShop.com, make sure to use the discount code Antonie.
This was the first scramble. This was 0.91, and on this scramble, as you can see, there's a lot of bars. You have this white bar, you have two green bars that can be paired up in one move. You have red, you have yellow, you have orange. I think every color has a bar, in fact. So it's quite overwhelming, but I focus mainly on this right here and on the one move face. And the one move green face is actually very good because it's one move to anti-nick, and it actually cancels two moves as the first move of the algorithm is an R prime. So the full solution ended up being FR F prime, UR U prime, R2 F prime, RF U prime. And that's actually very close to being OO, but Nigel actually found a better solution for this. Nigel is actually the reason for many of the OOs in this video, so shout out to Nigel. So yeah, the solution Nigel found was on yellow in the end. So you will insert this corner over here by doing UR U2 R prime, and then you get this LS case in which you don't have any pre or post AUF, and you can actually cancel a move. So the full solution ends up being UR U2 R2 F2R U2 R prime FR. So it's quite a lot of double moves, but it is a little bit faster than my original solution. This was the second scramble. This was a 2.40, and this scramble was a pre-made TCBL on white and yellow, which I sort of went for in the end. So I didn't really check a lot of stuff. I mainly checked on white. You could do R prime U2 R U prime R prime into an EG1, and basically I just did U moves before to see what I could influence the case I would get. So actually I think the TCBL is sort of a version of what I did. So basically what I ended up doing was a U prime before, and then R prime U2 R U prime R prime, and then just doing the EG1. But I sort of messed up. My turning was not great. I think what the TCBL actually is, and I could have found it because I know the case, is doing U prime R prime, and then instead of inserting it, just doing the EG1 LS. So the full solution would be U prime R prime U2 R prime F prime R U prime F R prime F prime R2 U prime R prime, which is very good. It's a little bit long though, something that's probably better is from here on red. You see you have 3/4 of a TCL layer done, and you can do RB R prime and then just do U2 into the algorithm, which leaves you with a very nice and a lot shorter solution, which is probably OO. This is the third scramble. This is a 1.06, and on this scramble I didn't really find something that was too good. So like there's two diag bars, so on orange and on red, and I didn't really like that. So what I ended up going with was on blue, just doing the 4-move EG1, and turning was pretty good and no post EF. So the full solution ended up being U R2 U R prime into this case, and then doing U F prime R U R prime U prime R U R2 F prime R. Yeah, that's a lot of moves and definitely not OO. So here there's two pretty good options, one found by me and one found by Nigel. So what I found was on white, you could do F2R F prime and then finish the cube off like this. Which has a little bit of a weird regrip, but that's okay. And then what Nigel found was you could do, and I think objectively this is a little bit better. I just do not like the algorithm that much, is on orange doing F prime R into this LS, and for this, you need to do a U and then do R prime, U, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R. So yeah, that's probably a little bit better. I just personally have a harder time executing that algorithm. This was the 4 scramble, this was a 1 flat, and this again, this had like not that many options that seemed good, so I just went for something obscure, which was on green, doing U prime RF into this TCLL with no AUF, so the full solution ended up being U prime RF, U2 sledge, U, R, U prime, R prime, which is not great. One thing I found was, I found this through, this is like a very weird solution. I found this through Two Tools. It's very weird, but I think it can be fast. Would be doing on orange, R to U2, RF R prime, and then U2 RU R prime, U prime to finish a cube. But something that's probably a bit better is actually doing a solution that's almost identical to what I did myself, but just doing the TCLL from a different angle. So again, on green, doing R prime UR into this TCLL, and then instead of doing the angle, the algorithm from this angle, you do it from here by doing U2, R prime F prime RU, F prime RU R prime, which is definitely faster than my initial solution. So this was a 5th scramble, this was a 0.95, and this scramble is a no bar, and it's really not amazing. So yeah, there's not really that many, there's like really not good things on this. So like, you could check TCLL on green, which is not great. You could, I don't know, there's various things you can check that are just not amazing. What I ended up looking at was on blue, you could do from this angle R prime F prime U2R, which gives this CLL. And then I also checked Jejum R prime F prime R, and that gave this LS. And from this angle, this turns into a very good solution. So what you can do then is R prime U prime R, and then U prime, R prime F2R, U prime, R U prime, R prime F. So that's a solution I went for, and that is also 00 for this scramble.